As I trace the steps of history, I can feel the weight of the missing pieces, the fragments of truth that were lost in time. The idea of being labeled as the missing link fills me with a sense of mystery, knowing that what is lost has the power to shape what we understand about ourselves. The documents that disappear, the knowledge that vanishes, they don't just erase facts. They take with them stories, emotions, and truths that could have changed the course of history. What remains is a puzzle with pieces left to be found. To be called the missing link is to become part of a story that stretches beyond the present, one where the shadows of history touch the edges of reality, and we're left questioning what was lost and why it was hidden. What remains when the past is veiled in silence? The sense of loss, the ache of knowing that something vital has been left behind, and the yearning to uncover the truth that slipped through the cracks of history's pages. When the past disappears, it's not just information that is lost, it's a part of our identity. The notion of being the missing link reminds us that understanding who we are requires piecing together fragments of time that others have erased. The sudden disappearance of historical records leaves us stranded between what is known and what is yet to be discovered. We stand in awe of what could have been and feel the pulse of a history that we are only beginning to understand. If I am the missing link, then I am both the question and the answer, lost in time but waiting to be found. Perhaps the true story lies not in what we remember, but in what is still hidden, waiting for someone brave enough to seek it. History has a way of rewriting itself, erasing those it deems unimportant. But the missing link always finds its way back, quietly, like a whisper from the past, demanding to be heard once again. There's a strange beauty in being the missing link, a recognition that sometimes, to truly understand the whole story, we must accept that not everything is meant to be fully revealed at once. Sometimes the most crucial moments of history aren't found in the documents we hold in our hands, but in the ones that have been lost, forgotten, or erased. They are the echoes that shape our understanding of who we are. To know that something once existed, only to have it vanish, is a unique experience. The weight of the unknown presses down on us, urging us to discover the stories that history itself tried to hide. The idea of being labeled the missing link is both haunting and enlightening. It means that our connection to the past is not just a passive relationship, but an active search for the fragments that remain hidden in the shadows. History is a tapestry woven from countless threads, some of which are no longer visible. Yet, the missing pieces speak louder than we realize, urging us to search for what lies beneath the surface of what we know. As the pages of history turn, some of them are ripped away, and we are left to wonder about the stories that could have been written. To be the missing link is to embody both the mystery and the promise of what could be uncovered. What happens when the records we rely on to make sense of our world disappear? We are forced to confront the gaps, the unknowns, and the questions that arise from being unable to connect the dots of history. The concept of being the missing link evokes a sense of belonging to something greater than ourselves. It reminds us that every lost document is a fragment of a greater whole, and our search for the truth is what will bring it back to life. When history slips through our fingers, we feel a sense of abandonment, as though we are missing a part of ourselves. But in this void, there lies an opportunity to rebuild, to reconnect with the pieces that have been lost. Being the missing link means standing at the crossroads of what is known and what is unknown. It is a call to action, a reminder that the truth isn't always easy to find, but it is worth searching for. The vanishing of historical documents feels like a betrayal, as though the very foundation of our understanding is being undermined. But perhaps, in the absence of these records, we find the true spirit of discovery. History is fragile, like glass shattering under the pressure of time, and yet, even in the shards, we find reflections of something greater. The missing link isn't just a gap, it's an opportunity to reconstruct what once was. Every missing document, every erased truth, carries with it a story of why it was hidden in the first place. To search for the missing link is to embark on a journey to reclaim what was once silenced. The absence of history can be just as telling as its presence. Being the missing link is a reminder that sometimes what is most important is what lies beyond our grasp, waiting for us to uncover its secrets.